Good afternoon, everyone. I know it's kind of dark outside. Nonetheless, today I just want to talk really brief about three functions that a website should have. So, now that we live in a digital age and before we purchase or we engage with anybody, we have the tendency of researching and Googling and finding information about the company. However, sometimes, or if not most of the times, most business owners think of a website as just a tool of presentation. Today, I'm going to discuss three main functions that your website should have. It's not just about a presentation website. It's supposed to be a money making machine for your business. It's supposed to be an additional source of revenue towards your business. So, one of the main features that a website should have, you should be able to capture the information of potential customers. So how do you capture the information of potential customers? This happens by offering them a gift, an offer in exchange of the personal information, which is their name, email, and phone number. Once you have provided that offer, once you have provided that incentive, you should entice them to give you that information. What that does, it builds up your sales funnel. Okay, so once you start building your sales funnel and you have information, now you can do email marketing, you can do email targeting, you can do social media targeting, whatever targeting you want to do. Now you have options because you have their personal information. Plus, you can always get the phone and call them. Why? Because you requested their phone number. So a second function that you should have on your website should be an e-commerce. And by e-commerce mentality, I mean not just selling products online or goods. I actually mean for them to be able to hire your services, pay online, and so on and so on. You can actually book a recurring payments online, and that way you are still building a money making machine out of your website. If people are able to pay online, you can take payments at any time. Why? Because it's online. It's available 24/7. If they want to book, they can do it online too. So think of e-commerce. It doesn't just apply to products or services. It actually applies to many options. Once you build a customer a portal where they can go pay, they can sign up or whatnot. So don't just think of a website as a presentation. It's more of a tool, and this tool should generate you money if you implement the right functions. Another thing when it comes to website building, people think of local. Oh, it's just a presentation from a business. I'm a local person, I'm a local business. Yes, however, with the right strategy and the right mentality, you can go out of your local place and actually target people outside your local city. You can go to different states, you can go to different countries. Why? Because digital, it's global, it's not just local. So you can take your website and you can promote it and market it to a different state, different country, different city, and generate clients, generate potential customers. So don't think just local, think of global. And you might want to create something a little bit more that it's outside your area that can cater to people outside, and that it will bring them into doing business with you. Another function that your website should have is people should be able to contact you or should book online. So let's say I want to have a strategy session with a consulting firm, or let's say I'm looking for a real estate, so I should be able to book online a meeting via the website because I'm interested on learning about homes or construction. So have these tactics on your website, these functions, so people can book online, they can reach out to you quicker. Okay, these functions are crucial. Because if they don't find these options on your website, they're gonna go to somebody else. They're gonna start researching to see who can they contact and who reach out back to them faster. So have these functions available on your website. Don't just think about a presentation website. Oh, I have a website. It's there. No, think about the website as a money making machine, as a tool for your business that is actually gonna generate you leads. That is actually gonna generate you revenue. And implement those tactics so that way it's just not a whatever website. It's actually a website that has a purpose. So people ask me, does my business need a website? And whenever they ask me that if they need a website, obviously they don't need a website. I can tell them that they do, but I will tell them right off the bat that they don't need a website because they don't see the purpose or the benefit of a website. When you see technology and you see the advancement and how we're communicating with each other, you must understand and know that for starting a digital business or being on social media, you need a website. The first thing that people are gonna do is gonna research for you, and what they wanna do is find a website, okay? And then if you think you can do it with your Facebook page, your Instagram, that's great. I totally believe that you can be doing great with your Instagram and Facebook. However, when you implement the right functions within your website, when you implement the right strategies within your website, you don't depend on social media. You depend on your website, and that website is going to generate you millions of dollars if you implement it well. So, what should your website be able to do? They should be able to collect information, capture information of potential customers. Number two, they should be able to pay online, to do recurring payments. They should be able to register, for your service. And the other one is building your website. You should think globally, not just locally. So the internet works 24/7 and is open globally, not just locally. And then for final, people or potential customers should be able to book an appointment with you, should be able to get in touch with you quickly. And your responsibility is that you have to answer back as soon as possible. Why? Because if you give them time to search around, they're going to open somebody else. So these are 3, 4 of the functions that your website should have. I started the video by saying 3, but I added an additional one. And these are the functions that your website should have. They should be able to book online. You should think global, have an e-commerce mentality, and capture potential customer information. So don't just think locally, think globally, think money. Definitely think money. And think of it as a tool that is going to help your business grow and help you meet those goals for this 2020. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I'll be more than gladly to answer them and help you coordinate your website structure. Thank you so much and have a great one.